first vehicle that I think should have been added a long time ago isn't technically a vehicle. It's an addition to a vehicle, and that is going to be the Cargobob magnet. We first saw this when the very first heist ever released in GTA 5 came out. At the very end of the Fleeka job, we saw a cutscene. We were driving an armored Kuruma straight down a bridge with a huge tail of cops, and then this Cargobob pulls up with a magnet, picks us up, and we're out of there just like that. And we all thought we were going to get something like this in GTA Online, but we still never have. And I'm honestly really surprised we haven't gotten it, but it's still a ton of fun to play around with on PC with mods. Like, you guys could see me right now dropping the car and picking it back up. That's me activating the magnet and deactivating the magnet over and over and over again. It's so much fun to mess around with, and it's also so much easier to pick up vehicles. Take a look at this. I just activate the magnet, it picks up the car, I don't even have to do anything. I just fly right by. It's a lot harder to do that with the regular Cargobob with the hook on it, because sometimes you'll miss, sometimes you got to get the perfect spot in order to pick it up, but with this magnet, you know, it just connects instantly, and then you're good to go. You don't even have to be that low to the ground. And then boom, you're gone, just like that. It's awesome. There is a bit of an issue with the magnet, but I'm pretty sure Rockstar could fix it, and that issue is going to be, since it's such a powerful magnet, if there's any other vehicles within a 10-foot radius, I guess, of the car, it'll start to kind of pull those vehicles towards the magnet as well, which is obviously a bit of an issue, but Rockstar could probably fix that. But it's still so much more fun to use than the regular Cargobob hook, just because it's a freaking magnet, and you don't have to be that low. You could see me messing around with pedestrians here, like you literally just fly over them. Like I said, you don't even have to be that low because the magnet is so strong. But let's say they didn't want to add the Cargobob magnet. There is obviously another option. That option is the Skylift, and I'm still so surprised to this day that we haven't gotten this in GTA 5 Online. It's such a cool helicopter, but it's only in story mode, and of course it has a magnet on it. You just hover over a vehicle or land right above a vehicle, activate the magnet, and then take off, and you're good to go. Now, I'm pretty sure the Skylift also works on like those crates, and I'm pretty sure it was one of those vehicles to move crates around at a dock, which makes a lot of sense, but still, you could use it to pick up vehicles and things like that. In my opinion, I would definitely prefer to use the Skylift over the Cargobob in GTA 5 when it came to vehicle sourcing missions and things like that. The issue is, it's a gigantic helicopter, and it's also fairly slow, but it's still really, really cool. Even though you're a pretty big target in the skies, it's an awesome vehicle, and I would love to play around with it in GTA 5. And like I said, I'm just shocked that we haven't received either the Cargobob magnet or the Skylift in GTA Online yet. Two other vehicles I'm surprised Rockstar hasn't added yet are the tow trucks, the big one and the small one. They're awesome vehicles, and I really wish they were in Online. Like, they're not even street cars that you see driving around, and you can't find them anywhere. It would be awesome if Rockstar integrated them into the game, and we could become tow truck drivers, and maybe modify the tow trucks as well, make them look kind of cool. It would be awesome if we could remove that kind of rusty paint job, I guess, that the small tow truck has, but they could integrate this into GTA 5 Online just like they did in story mode. For example, if you get into a taxi, you become a taxi driver and you could do jobs for the taxi company. It's the same thing with tow trucks in story mode. You get into a tow truck and then you can go around the city and do jobs, and there's cool ones like cars breaking down, abandoned cars, emergency call, a car is stuck on the train tracks or something like that. All of that stuff is pretty awesome, but then these tow trucks would also just be really fun, like going around the city, randomly picking up a pedestrian, hooking onto it, and then just driving away with their car. It's awesome, but that's not even the most fun thing you could do. You could start a whole line of tow trucks and just drive around the city just like I am here. But there's something you could do that's even more fun than this, and it's going to be connecting them all in a circle. And then if you guys start to drive around in a circle, the tow trucks will start to go extremely fast, glitch out, and then just split apart. It's so much fun to do, and obviously the bigger the circle, the more fun you're going to have. Two other vehicles I'm surprised Rockstar hasn't added yet are going to be skateboards and surfboards, and or windsurfing boards like you guys see in the video. We have tons of skate parks around the city, and obviously we have an ocean, but we don't get to do anything really except for BMXing and boating, which is obviously great, but it would be a lot of fun to have a skateboard or have a surfboard or something like that in GTA 5. Now, I know this wouldn't be a major update. It would just be some little fun thing to do every once in a while. Like, we've all had those moments where we go and grab a BMX and we just start going around the city doing all kinds of cool tricks. It would be the exact same thing as that, but instead we grab a skateboard, go to a skate park, or just skate around the city, or grab a surfboard or a windsurfing board and head over to the beach and ride some of the waves. I know what you guys are going to say, it's Grand Theft Auto, it's about crime and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Yeah, obviously that's exactly what the game's about, but it's also the little things that make it count. You just spend like 6 hours maybe during the summer grinding your ass off, making tons of money, and you just want to lay back and chill. go and grab a skateboard, grab a surfboard, grab a BMX, do whatever you want, and then just go and play around in the city for a little bit. You have to admit, it would be pretty fun riding off the side of a building and doing some cool tricks, or going to the beach and riding some cool waves. I think it would be pretty awesome. This next one I really hope to see soon, but it's remaking vehicles. We got the Gauntlet into the Gauntlet Hellfire. We got the Buffalo and the Buffalo S into the Buffalo STX, but we haven't received a newer version of the 9F, and we haven't received a newer version of the Elegy. These are just two examples. Honestly, the Elegy is pretty much fine the way it is. It would be awesome to have a newer version of a GTR though, because honestly, Rockstar's been doing pretty well at remaking cars, but I think the 9F definitely needs remake because honestly, the brand new R8s just look beautiful. There's obviously a lot of other vehicles too, like the Mesa, which they could convert into a brand new Jeep Wrangler, a 2-door version or a 4-door version. And I know what some of you guys are probably going to say, well, we have the Merryweather Mesa. Yeah, we do, but there's an issue with that. It has the roll cage on the outside, and there's no way to take it off unless you do a Benny's merge glitch, which honestly don't really work. And if you don't want to start doing glitching and stuff like that in GTA 5, then honestly just stay away from it. But it would be really, really cool to have a brand new off-roading Jeep, or just a new Jeep in GTA 5. And I'm surprised we haven't gotten one, because the regular Jeep we have is supposed to be a Jeep, but it is terrible at off-roading. Like, I mean terrible. It's not even in the top 20. So it would be great to have an actual proper Jeep that we can go off-roading with that's just an absolute beast once you take it off-road. And other vehicles like the Serrano. I didn't even know that it was based off an SLS and an F-Type. It would be great if we received either one of those two vehicles in GTA 5. The F-Type is a beautiful Jaguar, and it sounds like an absolute beast, and it looks really, really cool. And obviously, the SLS is an iconic car from Mercedes. It looks amazing. And the Serrano is obviously a pretty great car, but it's been around since the game first came out. So getting remakes like this would be pretty amazing, in my opinion, and I really hope to see some stuff like this in the future. I swear this is the last one, but they could remake the Benefactor Schwarzer and turn it into a much more modern version of a C63 AMG, because that's what it's based off of, but it looks more like a 2013 version because, you know, the game came out in 2013. And the main reason why I'm saying this is because Rockstar's design technique when it comes to remaking these cars now has gotten way better than 2013. Like, the cars that they release now are magnificent compared to back then, and they actually look extremely realistic to what we have in real life, which is why I really, really want to see all of these vehicles remodeled and remade in GTA 5 or GTA Expanded and Enhanced, or obviously GTA 6. In GTA 6, I think we're definitely going to see this, and I am very, very excited for that. But anyways, these are the vehicles that I think should have been added to GTA 5 by now, or maybe we'll end up seeing them in the next GTA installment. Who knows? But I just really, really hope Rockstar does something like this in the future, because I know it would make a lot of people really happy, and it would make me pretty happy as well. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I would love to hear what you guys think of it down below in the comment section. But with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.